Good morning, children. Today, let us start a new chapter, Lines and Angles. In this chapter, we are going to study the properties of the angle formed when two lines intersect each other and the properties of an angle formed when a line intersects two or more parallel lines at distinct points. Before going deep into the chapter, let us recollect some basic terms and definitions. What is a point? A point in geometry is a location. It is the most fundamental object in geometry and is represented by a dot and is named by a capital letter. A line can be thought as a connected set of infinitely many points. It extends infinitely in two opposite directions. From this, we can see the part of a line with two endpoints is called a line segment. Also, a part of a line with one endpoint is called a ray. What are collinear points? Three or more points which lie on the same line are called collinear points. In the first figure, we can see the points A, B and C are lying on the same line and we call the points A, B and C as collinear points. If the 3 points are not on the same line, then they are called non-collinear points. Here we can see the points D, E and F are non-collinear points. An angle. Angle is formed by two rays with a common initial point. The rays making an angle are called the arms of the angle and the end point is called the vertex of the angle. So, in the figure 1, we can say O is the vertex of the angle and OA and OB are the arms of the angle. We know we use a protractor to find the measure of an angle. Every angle has a measure. The unit of angle measure is called a degree. The different types of angle based on their measures are acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle and reflex angle. What is an acute angle? An angle whose measure is less than 90 degree. Here we can see some examples like 53 degree, 85.5 degree, 10 degree, 45 degree, all are less than 90 and these are all examples of acute angles. Right angle is an angle whose measure is 90 degree. And if an angle measure between 90 and 180 degree, it is an obtuse angle. If an angle whose measure is 180 degree, we call it as a straight angle. And an angle whose measure is more than 180 degree, it is called a reflex angle. Now, let us take pair of angles. Complementary angles. Two angles are said to be complementary if the sum of their measures is 90 degree. Here we can see two angles of measure 27 degree and 63 degree where the sum is 90 degree. We call these two angles are complementary angles and one angle is complement to the other one. One more example with measure 40 degree and 50 degree are also given here to show complementary angles. Supplementary angles. Two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum of their measure is 180 degree. Here we can see an angle 120 degree and another angle 60 degree where the sum is equal to 180 degree. So these angles are called supplementary angles. Adjacent angles. Two angles having a common vertex and a common arm are called adjacent angles if their non-common arms are on either side of the common arm. In this example, we can see angle 1 and angle 2 are called adjacent angles as there is a common vertex D and a common arm DB. The non-common arms DA and DZ are on either side of DB. Here in figure 2, angle 3 and angle 4 are called non-adjacent angles as there is no common vertex or no common arm. Linear pair. Two adjacent angles are said to form a linear pair if the sum of their measures is 180 degree. Here we can see two angles, angle 1 and angle 2. They are adjacent angles with a common vertex O and a common arm OB. The non-common arms OC and OA are on the opposite sides of OB. Here we can see angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, we can say this angle 1 and angle 2 form a linear pair. So, we can see some examples. Here, two angles are supplementary. They forms linear pair. Intersecting and non-intersecting lines. Two or more lines which share exactly one common point are called intersecting lines. The common point is called the point of intersection. Here we can see the line AB and line CD intersect at a point O, and these two lines are called intersecting lines, and the point of intersection here is O. Two or more lines that do not intersect each other are called non-intersecting lines. They are also known as parallel lines. In the next one, we can see line PQ and line RS are not intersecting each other, and they are called parallel lines. Vertically opposite angles. Two angles are said to form a pair of vertically opposite angles if their arms form two pair of opposite rays. Here in this figure we can say angle A and angle B are opposite angles, and they are called vertically opposite angles. In the first figure we can see line AB and line CD intersect at the point O. The four angles AOC, BOC, BOD and AOD are formed. We can see AOC and BOD form a pair of opposite angles. Also COB and AOD is a pair of opposite angle. Here we can say the vertically opposite angles are X and 145 degree, and the next pair is Y and 35 degree. Let us start our first theorem. If two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. We have already learned this in class 7 with the help of examples. Here we are going to prove it theoretically. To prove a theorem, we need the following conditions. First, write what is given in the statement. Second, what we need to prove. Third, if there is any construction, that should be written as third. And finally, proof. That means how we are going to prove it. So here, what is given in the statement? We are given two lines intersect each other. So we will write first given two lines. We can name it AB and CD. So two lines intersect each other is written here. Two lines AB and CD intersecting at the point O. Next, what we need to find? We need to find the vertically opposite angles are equal. So here, based on the figure, we can see angle AOC is equal to angle BOD, or angle COB is equal to angle AOD is what we need to prove. Finally, we move on to our final step, proof. We can see a line AB and a ray OC on it. So we write ray OC stands on line AB. By the condition of linear pair, we can say angle AOC plus angle COB equal to 180 degree. Let us mark this as equation number 1. Now take the second line. The second line is CD. There also we can see a ray OB. So we write here similarly, ray OB stands on line CD. By the condition of linear pair, we can write angle BOC plus angle DOB equal to 180 degree. Name it as equation number 2. Clearly, right hand side of equation 1 and equation 2 are equal. So, their left hand side are also equal. Therefore, we can write from 1 and 2, angle AOC plus angle COB is equal to angle BOC plus angle DOB. Here I can see two angles on the left side as well as two angles on the right side, but one angle is common, that is angle COB. Here also we can see angle COB. Cancelling the same angle from left side and right side, we have angle AOC is equal to angle DOB. Similarly, we can prove the next pair of opposite angles AOD and COB are equal. So now we proved vertically opposite angles are equal.